Ladies and gentlemen, today we explore the extraordinary journey of one of the greatest investors of all time, Warren Buffett, famously known as the Oracle of Omaha. Warren Buffett is not just a billionaire. He is a symbol of discipline, long-term thinking, kindness, and wisdom. His success didn't come overnight. It came from consistency, patience, and a deep understanding of how money works. Warren Edward Buffett was born on August 30, 1930, in Omaha, Nebraska. From a young age, he showed a unique interest in numbers and business. At just 11 years old, he made his first stock purchase, 3 shares of Citi Service Preferred, at $38 each. The stock went down, he got nervous, and sold at $40. And then the stock went up to $200. This taught him one of his biggest lifelong lessons. The stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. Buffett studied at the Wharton School and later at the University of Nebraska. But the real turning point was finding his mentor Benjamin Graham, the father of value investing. He then studied at Columbia Business School, where Graham taught him directly. This shaped Buffett's entire investment philosophy. One of Buffett's favorite quotes from Graham is, "Price is what you pay. Value is what you get." This became Buffett's golden rule. In the 1950s, Buffett started his own investment partnerships. He would pool money from friends and family, invest it wisely, and share the profits. His performance was so impressive that by age 30, he was already a millionaire. His early strategy was simple but incredibly powerful. Look for undervalued companies. Buy them with a margin of safety. Hold them for the long term. Never panic. He once said, "Our favorite holding period is forever." In 1965, Buffett took control of a struggling textile company called Berkshire Hathaway. The textile business eventually failed, but Buffett saw an opportunity to transform the company into something much bigger. He turned Berkshire Hathaway into a massive holding company, which now owns or controls major businesses such as Geico, Coca-Cola, a major stake; Apple, one of the biggest positions; BNSF Railway, Dairy Queen, Duracell, See's Candies, and over 70 other businesses. Under his leadership, Berkshire's stock price rose from $19 per share to over $500,000 plus per share over the decades, one of the greatest performances in financial history. Buffett said, "Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." Buffett's approach is surprisingly simple, but very difficult for most people to follow. 1. Invest in businesses you understand. He avoids complicated companies. Never invest in a business you cannot understand. 2. Focus on long-term value. He studies a company like he's buying the whole business, not just a stock. 3. The power of patience. Buffett is famous for doing nothing. He waits for the right opportunity. The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. 4. Spend less than you earn. Despite being a billionaire, Buffett still lives in the same modest house he bought in 1958. 5. Emotional control. He says successful investors must control their emotions more than anything else. If you can't control your emotions, you can't control your money. Coca-Cola. Buffett bought Coke in 1988 after watching the company for years. He still earns more than $600 million per year in dividends. Apple. Buffett's biggest tech investment. He once said Apple is not a tech company but a consumer brand with loyalty. See's Candies. One of his favorite businesses. It taught him the value of brand power and pricing power. Geico. He loved Geico so much that he bought the entire company. Fun fact, Geico's famous gecko is indirectly Buffett's employee. Buffett is known for being humble, kind, and simple. He eats McDonald's breakfast. Drinks Coca-Cola every day. Lives in the same house. Gives most of his money to charity. He once said, It's not necessary to do extraordinary things to get extraordinary results. Warren Buffett's legacy is more than wealth. It's wisdom. It's patience. It's discipline. It's kindness. His life teaches us that success is not about speed, it's about direction. And perhaps his most powerful advice is this: the best investment you can make is in yourself. Thank you.